Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. Everybody lives is what is indicated by in Satsang. There is just for some it's clear, for some others it's not, because they just catch a layer, a mental layer, which makes them believe they are a seeker and they have to search and some object of the search. It's just a layer that is caught and something which appears. So once you hear, that may take time, but once you hear that free yourself means free yourself from the, again I will say, tyranny of the mind. Because to believe in any layer, any apparent something, it's mind, it's the mind. It's the nature of coming and going. You cannot rely on that to be at peace or to be happy. So, from here, if you want to hear more, or if you have yourself something to bring, do it. Satsang is the place for it. I agree that it is a totally counter indication than what we are used to and what we believe in the world. In the world, we are based on a layer and we are searching other layers to go beyond or prior to something. So the mind functions like this only. But it's about who you are. It's not about who I will become. So about who you are is there already. It has, I would say, nothing to do except that it is its own expression, but the particular expression has nothing to do with what is. It doesn't mean anything about being. It can't reach there, it doesn't know. It will never know. And when you know something, it's already someone who knows it. And when the expression comes from a moment of no mind before, it's very inspiring because it speaks of the opposite of this relative world. Still, it's an expression. It limits, it's an aspect of what you are. So it limits it as a relative world, or it limits it as an absolutely something. Nor of the two is it. They are aspects. Once you don't confuse, you're free. You are free as you always have been. In being, not in becoming. Becoming continues same. till you die. So welcome. Yes, it's coming.
I really don't know what to say.
Uh-huh.
I really don't know what to say, but I know. It's like you looked and I'm jumping. I,
Is there anything left to clarify?
sometimes I see I really don't know how to even describe, but I know I, I can say that being with you so many years,
So
I see
many
your
minutes.
so
Yeah.
many minutes. Like your indication it's always a revelation. There is always, and as you spoke like layers, I see that many layers are being questioned. I see more and more, what does it mean, the mind?
Yeah.
Like, and when you say it's uncompromising, I can understand where I compromise.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's getting more and more clear, like what.
Okay. Very good.
But and yet, why I speak, because many times I see like there is like sideways of the mind, like the mind always it can fall in so many ways, in the forest of the
In
mind.
a forest of the mind.
Yeah.
A full jungle with monkeys and snakes. Yeah. Yeah, you see it. It doesn't mean that that will change, but you see it. And what you wanted to hear from satsang or from your own search is not only what's the mind, it's a consequence of seeing, and it's not with the eyes, realizing who you are. You are not what you can describe. So you are not the mind. In fact, as being, as someone, you are the mind. As an expression, you are the mind. As someone which is born, you are the mind and the body. So,
I want this incredible sentence, like keep quiet. For me, it's like such a koan, because many times I see this keep. It's like, what does it really mean to keep?
to keep quiet is to see what it is not. Then you keep quiet. Not that what it is not will go on changing. Maybe, maybe not. Because when you see what it is not, from where do you see that? You always have been here. Ever. That is the realization. It's not about, oh, the world is like this or this or that. That are still qualities which are discovered and revealed. It's to just see, ah, wow. So, if even any revelation is essential, it is essential because it removes maybe 99% of the concepts. But don't keep one concept, which is the revelation. It's still something you can be known, or you define, or you create somebody to experience it. It will never be through a revelation. It does not mean a means. It doesn't need a means. It doesn't mean the mind to translate what's being. It's direct. Now, as I say, a less confused mind will have revelations, more understanding, deeper understanding about qualities of its expression, not about it. So don't confuse. The trouble is confusion, the confusion. Not what, oh, this should not be like this, I have to transform it. No. It's the confusion to confuse an expression for it. Let it be the most sublime and undescribable. It's still someone to see that. Voila. It's simple.
Ganga,
Yeah.
yesterday you said that one glimpse 27 years ago made you speak for the whole time.
Yeah.
So the question that popped into my mind
Yeah.
is, could you describe or not the differences between the first glimpse that you had and the last glimpse that you had that
Okay.
made you speak, or what is similar, what is, can you
Yeah,
say
yeah,
something
yeah.
about
Very
that?
interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, it's exactly what I just said in a way.
Yeah.
You know, when I met Papaji, that's how I could recognize he's my master. I got a glimpse that I never had in my life. And I already conceptualized, knowing it cannot be the concept, but still I conceptualize it as a cosmic consciousness. I am cosmic consciousness. That's what I wanted to realize, knowing also that maybe the words are not correct. So, what I lived is, I can simply say, it looks like nothing, but it was a glimpse. I don't know anything which made me wake up from this so-called meditative state Master asked me to go there. So this, I don't know what happened there, but I know that I woke up, I opened my eyes, and when I saw, look at that, when I saw the sky, the bird flying, the flowing Ganga, and us sitting, it was just that. Oh, it's so simple. It was just that. I don't describe more than that, but before, whatever I could see was not just that. So that was just that. So, but I didn't know. So my reference became a quality. That's what I call, or a revelation, a quality. I am, and everything is this cosmic consciousness. So of course, but I didn't know. I thought they mentioned that, the wise men. But there is a but which explains I knew it was not permanent. Not at that time, but intuitively, probably, I knew I need to be with that one who provoked that. That's how I experienced. So it really shows today that it was an experience. Otherwise, why should you think it has to be permanent, or that you still need to hear more or whatever? So the first glimpse was that. Now, you mean when it was no more a glimpse, or?
Yesterday you just
Yeah,
said
I don't remember, yeah. This was too much description. This didn't come. No description came. I just tell you, suddenly, you asked me to tell, otherwise. I saw that what I was searching as I was it always. So I knew immediately, oh, then what happened? I was in my mind. I was just in my mind to search and do this life and dedicate this life for that. That was it. There was no description of what it is. I don't know. I don't know myself. And when I know, for example, when I speak to you and all, it's already a knowledge, but it's that's why I say it's an indication. I don't confuse at all an indication for it, because indications, revelations, they fade away with time. So it's an experience, it's an expression of it. So that is very talkative also. Can be totally silent, but yeah. Did I reply? Okay. Just to tell you, I had maybe 2 other glimpses, very strong. I didn't have many glimpses in my life, but just to say, and every time in what I made the glimpse, so in the expression of what I lived, I always thought that was it. But then, because of my background, getting solid background, when it was leaving, I was not sorry. I said, oh, that's still an experience.
could you say hypothetically, just I don't know, I go there. In your first glimpse, when you met Master, you went back to the mind because you had no background.
Yeah.
But if you would have a background at that moment, this could have been that and then there. Like
Then I would not have searched.
yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
sure. That's why, paradoxically, very strangely, I think the mind, I know people can get glimpses having a confused mind. It's possible. But they will translate it in a wrong way, because the mind has not been cleared up. It doesn't have, it has still important concepts, or it has still the power to form and make believe in important concepts. Yeah. The example, I'm sorry to speak on the name of Papaji, maybe he would express differently. But for example, Papaji had a glimpse at 9 years old. So why I call it a glimpse only? It's because he needed still to need Ramana. So there must have been a layer, a translation, or believed in after that. Otherwise, it's not a glimpse. Yeah.
Ganga, can you tell more about cleaning the concepts? How to clean the
Yeah.
concepts,
Oh,
please?
there are quite a few methods, I guess. I love the method which is, to me, looking more, I don't know. It's not this, not that. Neti, neti. Because you see, your life is full of experiences. And they are, of course, experiences you can see. It's not about what I am, like it's when it's too objective. But there are experiences where you can confuse, when they are more subjective. So whatever you experience, you can have that weapon. It's not that. I am not that. So you will not feed more that experience as if it was real. And of course, at some point, so it removes a lot of concepts, that's sure, by itself. So the mind gets clearer, simply because, not by adding new amazing concepts, but by clearing up the concepts. That's a very, it's like you have a machete, you know. Now there is still someone doing it, sure. And but generally, if we cannot take it, I am that just now, then that's a good means. Who am I to? Who am I to? Of course, of course. But I find it a pity that it becomes like a mantra. Then how can it? Then it will not work. It has to be put once, asked once, when you can clearly say, I do something, who is doing it? You will reply what? What you will reply? You do something, you ask who is doing that or who is feeling that. What you reply? Ah, no.
And tell me,
No.
I don't know.
I do that. Yeah, but that is not I am that. It's I. It's the one who is born who is doing that. It's the person. Because when we say I, it is implied I am a human being. I am a being, an individual being, born. So who is doing that? I. Now only the question can be put, who am I? You are left alone with I now. And you question it. So from where the question arose and where it disappears, that's what you are. I am that. So you can do that at any time when you have fire, guts. Yeah. Once is enough.
Ganga, last satsang I brought something to you,
Yeah.
and because of your reply,
Mm.
I it felt like I wasn't taken away anywhere.
Good.
It was like the anxiety of what came up was, I tried to see it as like to not go there.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
And at the same time, a lot of personal emotional stuff came rolling in.
Yeah.
And I just want to ask you if, I mean, because clearly, even though it seemed like there is a lot of clarity for me, but at the same time there is a confusion because
Yeah.
I couldn't find out if what was what in this.
Okay, but you see, you described it to me. Maybe you had difficulty to describe it when it happens, but now you describe it.
Yeah.
Are you a description ever?
No.
So it's about the seer. It's about the seer, the one who sees in satsang. It's not about what is seen. And the seer I am. My real nature is that. That's all. And the scene goes on changing. And doesn't mean anything about what you are. It is attached to this body. Yeah.
Hi, Ganga.
Yeah.
Could you speak about vigilance, please?
Yeah. So the one who asks the question is a seeker. I ask you, if the one who is asking this question, it must be the seeker, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. No, be clear. Is it or not?
Yes.
Very good. So it's an effort to remind yourself that you are not only a body and a mind.
Yes. I don't know the word in English. Autosurveillance.
Yeah, self-checking.
I feel it's not the same, but I don't know where is the difference.
Between?
Vigilance and self-checking. Is it
It's
the
same?
It's the same?
It's the same.
Okay.
There is somebody being vigilant to be reminded, I'm not the body and the mind.
Okay.
But you see, when Papaji said, be vigilant up to your last breath, he
Yes.
didn't care about if you believe you are a seeker or not. There I take it differently. It's just that the someone, the one who is alive, was alive, yeah, he knows how precious it is not to confuse what is with what becomes. Or how precious it is not to make that difference even. That I can say that recognition that it's so precious does the job. It wakes you here and there. Oh, where are you? And you just laugh. Okay, quite. There is no effort there. So to know how precious it is. It's a vigilance without efforts. It's just your love for it, you knowing that it's quite unique in this manifestation, what has been going on with you. At least it's unique for you, because you were searching that. And you are freed from that search and the sick beliefs of being this and that. So that wakes you up. Let space for that to happen sometimes, here and there. Yeah. And it's not an effort, it is just to remember how precious it is. Because for the person there are many precious things in life too, but it has nothing to do with that. With that. And you see that vigilance you can live as you like. It's wherever, whenever. It takes no time. The vigilance, not to be vigilant, not to trust the mind, really. Because in this life, you see, you are going from forgetfulness to remembrances. It's like that. And some nice yogis, they try to always remember. They try. It's not needed. One has to know this life is remembrance, forgetfulness. But whatever happens, let it be in forgetfulness or if in reminding, there is something you have seen that doesn't shake you, that you know you are. It doesn't depend on that. I cannot explain better. I may even still have a life which doesn't look like enlightened and so on. It doesn't matter. That much, it's not even a conviction, that much obviousness is there. Okay, my life doesn't look like, who cares? If I was caring, then it's important. But then it's somebody who cares because of some concept. Yeah.
think there is still a big concept of this enlightened life in me, about the someone who succeed, who solved. Yeah.
Who succeed in
To
where?
solve
To
solve this
Okay,
search.
okay. Yeah. What should I apply? So the question is what? That you still think
That's
that the life will look like?
Yeah, that's something more, something. Not it's a stupid expression. Not more,
No,
but
but
still some result. Yeah, some result.
in the life.
I don't know where,
Mm.
but some result I expect.
But I don't know how to express it. Maybe I have to speak paradoxically. And for that you ask me that I check my life. I don't think I am an example of an enlightened life, and we have this concept of, I guess, I mean, what means an enlightened life? All is a bit better, and or you are so detached that nothing affects you, and things like that. I guess this is an
No,
enlightened
but
life.
some kind of difference.
Some
difference
difference.
from.
But I tell you, there is a difference. That's why I speak paradoxically. So I would say the life in itself, I don't think I see any difference. But I see a difference is that before I was somebody in this life as a seeker of, I have to precise because we can be seeking anything, but the seeker after what is there any reality of things or something like that? Or what does it mean being or things like that? So that seeker is gone. And that seeker was poisoning my life. It was directing my life in a certain way, which is a blessing and a poison also. Paradox, I have to speak paradoxically. So that's gone. That is gone. The rest I'm still searching. Oh, I like when it's joyful and sunny and all my, we have fun and love, and like anybody else. But that search which became so essential, became the essence of my existence, it was poisoning me. I had to solve that. So I was trying to solve, as everybody does, in transforming maybe something or in going in somewhere more meditative inside and so on, till it has been seen that there was actually, it was an invention of my mind to be a seeker and to have that search and all that. So I am free, as a person, I am free from that, except that it looks I'm not yet free to speak all the time of that. But it doesn't trouble me much. So there is something. Well, when I die, I tell you, I will be quiet. On top, I am not getting better in telling what it is. I'm much more less serious about it. Less. Yeah? Is it? Doesn't solve anything? Tell me, tell me. You know, maybe better, even if something comes later, don't keep any idea about it. Don't keep. Oh, I run after that because my life maybe will be different, better than what I live now. Go for it, but don't have an idea of it, really. Because one idea is attached to a train, infinite train of ideas. You see. So, yeah? Okay? Okay. Okay. There.
I want to tell and ask about glimpse. I think I am a well glimpsed person. I mean,
A what?
it's just a joke.
No, but tell me the joke that I can laugh. I mean,
So I said that I'm a well glimpsed person.
Okay.
So that I had several glimpses, even with you. And
Even with me, that's hard.
no, I mean we were together. Okay.
Okay.
And it became always an experience that this kind of.
But you know why or not? If you know why, you will not do it again. Why? Why it became an experience, or why you call it a glimpse?
Because I think they became an experience because I always landed in this kind of cosmic consciousness or something.
Exactly. Then why you repeat that mistake?
I have no clue. I mean,
Now you will. Now you will know. Or you do because you enjoy it too much. I can understand.
I'm completely mesmerized, like taken, and then.
Yeah, but then here, what do you want? You want to be mesmerized? Good, very good. It's the best to have glimpses and being mesmerized. You have to know what you want. No judgment. Everybody is free to run after what he wants. So? Yes?
So okay, then you think, because okay. So when this happens, let's say, then I don't think I'm thinking about what I want, what I don't want, and this kind of stuff. There is usually happens after, and it doesn't happen often, but then there is a very big shake, like a huge shake, and then after this happens, and usually it happened only 3 times, but then I end up grasping one thing, which is an amazing something, yes, and after it goes and it becomes a memory and so on.
Okay.
And I don't, okay, then now I'm sitting here, I don't have questions relating to satsang because I know that, okay, a lot of things gone relating to that. So still I hold on a concept that I want, I don't know, a God realm or something, or I don't know how it is connected to what do I want.
I don't know. But listen, first, about glimpses. I call a glimpse when you think this is it. Yeah? You agree? Okay. So in that, already you express this is it. So in that, you think is it. You cannot apply any background here or any knowledge. It is it. Okay. It lasts what it lasts, but then when it goes, you have the solid knowledge that it goes. Oh, that was an experience. And you don't regret that it goes, because that itself veils what you are. Now, if you regret and you want to go back somewhere like this, it means you still want sublime experiences, which I understand, but I just have to show the map. Yeah? Clear? Yes or no? Ponder then.
Yeah, okay. What I know that there is still in me a hope for a glimpse that I can come up with a different result of not grasping anything, of the eye
But it will
vanishing.
not be a glimpse, that's realization. Let's put words like that.
Okay, then an opportunity, yeah. I'm waiting for an opportunity like that, yes.
But you create the opportunity, nobody else. This opportunity is given when you don't listen to your mind, that's all.
I create this opportunity.
Yeah. We are all the time living that, you know. But we always expect an experience. An experience, I take the words I use today, a layer which appears or we conceive. We want to experience it. Then I will never be gone as not real. Just now, do you think that I have an experience, fantastic, enlightened? I'm just quiet. I'm just quiet. Sometimes not. But I mean, I don't wait. This is the freedom. I don't wait to have a more special experience. It's not in my hand. Or it is because, okay, we are in satsang, then it is more like that, easier, and so on. But I mean, whatever experience I have, okay, my mind can say it is an unhappy or happy one, but I know they are experiences. No confusion. And no confusion is not that you will know what you are. it is that you will know what I absolutely I am not, or I know it's an expression of it. Maybe better to say that. When I am sad, I am not less myself or less enlightened. This is so precious. Not to depend on some circumstance, let it be outer or even inner. No confusion. Light and darkness, it is of this world, of this body and mind and emotions only. What a freedom. I'm totally bound with this appearance, like anybody else. And yet, what a freedom. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Let's say this no time, let's say,
Yeah.
is not affected by anything. It's not affected by seen or not seen. But you say, I am the seer. So
No, but she understood. So that counts because it was our relation. To you, it doesn't mean anything. I will not speak like this, and I don't. Don't trouble yourself. Why do you allow your mind to still trouble you? Because you want to understand what I say.
I trust you. So
No, but you have no more to trust me. You have to trust yourself. Now, if you cannot always, then ask me. I am again a seeker, I'm sorry. And I ask you something, help.
I don't really see how it's not an effort to deshypnotize myself from the mind.
Yeah, it's an effort. But you are happy to do that effort because you want to be free.
Yeah, I am not happy when I do not it. I'm more happy when I can do it. But as you are speaking of no effort, no confusion is not to have no confusion is not an effort. So this I'm battling with that.
Yeah, maybe it's an effort. Yeah, but when you make an effort, it is to be what you are not just now. Otherwise, why should you make an effort? Yeah?
Yes.
So, but what you are is always available just now. So, where's your effort? Anyway, okay, it's an effort. This mind is so tricky. Yeah, okay, keep that effort. I don't mind. But then why you keep that effort? Tell me now.
Why I keep it?
Yeah.
I know it's suffering to be
Not to,
involved in the
not to
mind.
do, not yeah. So because you know it's so precious to have a relief,
Yeah.
to know who you are.
Yeah. Freedom.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay,
Little effort.
but then breathing is also an effort. You know, the thing is not to be disidentified or whatnot. The thing is to visit what you are because you love it. In this life, you will always dance between identification and disidentification. Try to be able to hear it. Good.
No fixed state.
Yeah, very good. There is an exit when you don't go in your mind. You can say like that. No. Axel. No. How come? I will give you an image I even didn't think twice, so I don't know if it makes sense. But it's like when you are on a boat in the deep ocean. You are on a boat. You are busy with the boat all the time. Sometimes you look at the ocean, but often you have to repair things and whatnot. Do you forget that you are in the water? Yes, you forget, but at the same time, you know you are in the water. How to explain that in words? It's impossible. It's not that you have to remind yourself, oh yes, water is done. You know it, but it's not a knowing in the mind. In the mind you are busy, in the mind you are contemplating. like that. Or why to go far in the ocean, on the earth? Do you have to make effort once in a while? Oh yes, I am on the earth. No, you know it. You're busy in the mind with other things. You say, oh, no. So it's about allowing oneself through a need or through a love for it, not to be in the mind. I repeat, with the mind you can forget and you can contemplate. Surely you can contemplate. But it will be only for a while. Now I contemplate nothing. I contemplate. But I don't take this for what I am. That is that you have to try to hear. Then you are free to try to be in a certain state. Even if I like very much to contemplate, but I tell you after a while I'm so happy to be cuckoo. So what? I mean, it is like, life is like this. And some are more wise and all, sure, but it doesn't mean anything about the real thing. And I'm lucky not to be so quiet, because then I can tell you those things. And I really insist. And I contemplate nothing, okay? That's the best I can do with experiences. What I saw in the split second is not that. And I will never see that again because it's not needed. So I hope you hear. So, anything? Yes, please.
Thank you for the imagine with the boat. When I go when I'm into life, and I'm the most of the time I repair the boat.
Yeah, sure. Me too.
And you say, don't go into the mind. And it sounds so easy for you, for other people, I don't know. But it's so
No,
difficult.
yeah, but at times when you worked a lot and or whatever, you sit, no? You just sit a moment and look at the horizon
Sometimes.
in the boat.
Yes.
So what is this?
It's not enough.
It's not enough, I agree. Because it's a state. It's a state of relief, of some absolute vastness. You melt eventually even with that. But it's an experience. Very good. So you hear this before you catch another idea. Just keep quiet. Not going there and not going there. That's what I am. That's what I am. And of course mine will come, but now you know. And if you have seen by yourself, you don't need it twice. You know you are in the water or on the earth. You know it. I know I am human. I have not to remind myself. Sometimes we have to go to the asylum, but when we go out, we are all right. You got it? That direction. That direction. Anyone? Yeah?
I can't talk about any glimpses, and I can't talk about any like profound quietening of the mind.
Okay.
But what I can say is that like I love what's being said. I love what's being said. I love what's being said
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Yeah, you are attracted by that, sure.
Massively. And like hopelessly in a way, like and that's all I can say.
Remove the hopelessness. And the hope. Yeah. You have not to search for it. It's here. And as an experience, you will not always feel like this. But that's an experience. Doesn't mean that what gave that experience is always here. Yeah? No, it's okay. Don't go in your mind. You're quiet. What made you quiet? That's what you are. Ah, don't think. Mm-mm. Thank you very much.